Well, g'day everyone. Welcome to part 2 of Oodnadatta and beyond. We're starting this section of the trip at Mount Dare on the edge of the Simpson Desert, and we're making our way up into the Northern Territory. So come along for the ride. Welcome back everyone to the second exciting episode of Oodnadatta and beyond. We're diving deeper into the heart of Australia's vast landscapes, uncovering hidden gems and embracing the untamed spirit of the Outback. From captivating stories of pioneers to breathtaking vistas that stretch beyond the horizon, come and join us on this incredible journey as we explore the rich history and awe-inspiring beauty that is Oodnadatta and beyond. Tonight's overnight stop is at the Mount Dare Hotel on the edge of the Simpson Desert. Originally it was a cattle station, and it's now transformed into a legendary stop for those explorers crossing the Simpson Desert. It had fairly humble beginnings, but today's rustic charm is displayed on its walls and its ceilings. Recce wraps this morning at Mount Dare. Here's Cole, chief cook for a group of blokes that are just about to cross the Simpson on bikes. You've asked them pretty well, mate.
I'm doing my best. Not very good at much, but I can cook breakfast.
So rest day today, boys?
It's a rest day, mate. Needed. Definitely needed.
Do a bit of bike maintenance, getting ready for crossing the desert.
Crossing the Simpson Desert on a motorbike like these blokes are is an epic challenge of grit and determination. Endless sand dunes, scorching heat and remote stretches test even the most skilled riders. Each crest conquered unveils another daunting expanse. Navigating this harsh, unforgiving terrain demands skill and preparation. It's an adrenaline-fueled journey through one of the world's most formidable landscapes. Personally, myself, I like four wheels underneath me. And just a reminder, if you are travelling out in this country, be prepared to pay some fairly high fuel prices. We've picked up another member. This is Mark. So Mark's going to be travelling with us for the next couple of days. So he's going to be a bit quicker than us. So he's heading off now and we'll catch up with him. Alright, start of week 2, just leaving Mount Dare at the top of South Australia, and we're heading into the Northern Territory sometime today. Shouldn't be too far off. Track's a little bit how's your father at the start, but anyway, we'll push on and see how we go. We've got Mark in front of us on the bike. We leave the Garn Heritage Trail and head up towards the Northern Territory and Old Andado Station via Bins Track.
Yeah, it's go that way.
So, Northern Territory border, mate.
I know.
So I'm going to see you
To the the Northern Territory.
In the Northern Territory. Hello. These weathered relics of an old cattle yard, once bustling with life, tell tales of cattle drives, stockmen and the unforgiving outback. Gotta say, the roads are better in the Northern Territory. You'll come across quite a few gates in the outback, so make sure you leave them like you find them and be courteous to other road users that you might come across. I couldn't see the sense as I was shutting it and you could open it again, so too easy. Old Andado Station is located in the remote Australian outback in the Northern Territory, and it has a rich history. Established in the late 19th century, it began as a cattle station, playing a pivotal role in the region's pastoral industry. Over time, it evolved into a hub for cattle mustering and a vital part of the Australian rural heritage. Molly Clark, a trailblazing figure, transformed Old Andado Station's history. Taking over in 1955 with her husband Mac, she breathed new life into the remote Australian outback outpost. With unwavering determination, Molly preserved its heritage, showcasing the station's significance in the region's pastoral legacy. Her efforts turned Old Andado into a cultural gem, drawing visitors from afar to experience its history. Molly's legacy continues to shine today, a testament to her indomitable spirit and dedication to preserving Australia's rugged heritage. Back in 1988, when I worked in the tourism industry, I had the privilege of speaking to Molly on the phone. I actually felt a bit emotional when I saw the desk that she would have sat at when we had that conversation. Molly and the family experienced a double tragedy in the late 1970s when her husband Mac died of a heart attack and their eldest son Graham died when his semi-trailer collided with a freight train. After transforming Old Andado Station into a cultural treasure, Molly's passion for recognising women's contributions in the outback bloomed. Fueled by her own experiences and the stories of countless pioneering women, she founded the National Pioneers Women's Hall of Fame in Alice Springs. With every induction, the hall became a testament to Molly's unyielding spirit, a beacon of empowerment shining across the vast Australian landscape. Today, Old Andado Station stands as a testament to Australia's pioneering spirit, offering a glimpse into the harsh yet resilient way of life that shaped this nation's history. from Old Andado, we made our way to the Aboriginal community of Finke. And more gates to open. Mark knew which time to catch us up, but he did repay the favour at the next gate. So we're at the grave of Joseph McFarlane. Unfortunately, poor bugger shot himself back in 1883. He was getting a saddle off a cart carrying wool bales, and there was a shotgun in there, and it discharged, and he shot himself. So we're just out of Finke and just come across this. We've abandoned the corrugations and we've ended up in the Aboriginal community of Finke. Now, Finke's a dry community, so you won't be able to get any alcohol there, but what you will be able to get is supplies from a well-stocked store and fuel. Finke is also renowned for its iconic desert race, an exhilarating off-road event that attracts enthusiasts and adventurers from all around the world. The race covers a track from Alice Springs to Finke and back again, and it's a true test of skill and endurance for drivers and riders alike. So we're 12 k's off the Geographical Centre of Australia, and that'll be our camp tonight. And what we're going to do, because it's Lambert Centre, we're going to have roast lamb. Did you get that, Rhino? Roast lamb at Lambert's? No, roast lamb at Lambert's. No, I tried. Well, we've made it to the Geographical Centre of Australia at Lambert Centre here. We're going to camp here tonight, have a roast lamb, have a couple of beers and enjoy the serenity. Lambert Centre. It was named after Dr. Bruce Lambert, who was the Director of Australian Division of the National Mapping and the Chairman of the National Mapping Council. This monument marks the geographical heart of Australia. Situated in the vast remote Northern Territory, its precise point where Australia's north, south, east and west converge. This site was named in honour of Dr. Lambert for his achievements in the national field of cartography. Well, given we're in the middle of Australia, I'm actually in the middle of Australia, we thought, why not and have a lamb roast? So we've got the fire going to get some coals, the leg of lamb in there with some rosemary we pinched out of some garden, and a bit of garlic, and we'll prop that on with some spuds and some veggies, and that'll be dinner tonight.
Go this, viewers. Got it.
And we're going to let this rest while we move our spuds around.
Have a go at this, viewers. Lamb roast in the centre of Australia. I might have had a sneaky sample.
Go, Mark, grab a bit.
And Mark, you won't like it. It's terrible.
I'm just going to be sure about it. Load the plates up.
Anyway, I'm going to turn this off because we are going to eat.
And there's our end result. Roast lamb, roast spuds and veggies for tea. In the arid Australian desert, rain transforms the barren landscape into a vibrant tapestry of life. The desert's wildflowers, long dormant, burst into bloom with a breathtaking display of colour and vitality. This fleeting phenomenon showcases nature's resilience and adaptation, reminding us of the beauty that emerges from even the harshest conditions. We finally found bitumen again at Colgra after almost a week on the dirt. Quick lunch stop and heading south towards South Australia, and because you can do 130 in the Northern Territory, we did. Dodged a few road trains along the way, crossed the South Australian border till we hit Marla. So we turned off the Stuart Highway and back on the dirt again to do the northern end of the Oodnadatta Track that we hadn't done as we turned off to Mount Dare. Well, spaghetti bolognese for tea tonight. Nice and thick and simple, but how's this? We've got the moon coming up here and the sun going down there. That's pretty cool. Now a little bit of chainsaw maintenance this morning. When I say maintenance, the whole new chain, the wood out here has just decimated the chain, so throw a new one on there. And as Rhino says, the wood out here is harder than Chinese arithmetic. Quick stop back into Oodnadatta for an egg and bacon roll and some coffee, and we're still heading south. We find ourselves back at the cracking little pub of William Creek, which is our next overnight stop, and the sunset tonight was absolutely spectacular. Well, another good night in William Creek. Now we're still trekking south and hopefully into the Flinders Ranges sometime this afternoon. The dog fence, or dingo fence as it's known, stretches over 5,400 kilometres long. It safeguards farms from wild pests, and basically it's a monumental feat of pest control. So I'm just about to cross the cattle grid just at the dog fence here, and they've got an alarm, which I gather is to deter animals from crossing this. I must admit it did scare me a bit. So after a fairly long day's drive, we've made it into the Flinders Ranges. Now the ranges are a captivating wilderness of ancient landscapes. Its dramatic gorges, iconic red peaks and its diverse wildlife reveal eons of geological history. The ranges are adored by hikers, four-wheel drivers and motorbike riders alike, and they offer trails leading to breathtaking lookouts and indigenous rock art sites. Arriving in the Arcarula village, we were just in time to see them feeding the yellow-footed rock wallabies that inhabit this area. So arrived in Arkaroola last night and got a camp, so we're here for a couple of nights. Today's a bit of a rest day for us. It'll be the first day that we're actually not travelling from A to B. So we've decided to take in the spectacular Flinders Ranges on foot and experience the couple of walks that they've got around here at the Arcaroola village and just soak it all in. We decided to do the Acacia Ridge walk, which was quite an easy walk with a few steep pitches, but once up the top of the lookout, the views were absolutely spectacular. It didn't matter which way you looked, the views were absolutely breathtaking. So while we've been away, there's obviously been a fair amount of wind in camp and the swag's off the ropes, a bit of stuff lying around. To get out of the wind, we decided to go and explore some of the places, gorges and four-wheel drive tracks that the Arcaroola village area has to offer. The Bollabolana Spring is located just west of the Arcaroola village. The local Aboriginal story about the meaning of Bollabolana involves a serpent that had drunk from the waters of nearby Lake Frome and retired himself into and around the area of Arkaroola. Occasionally he encountered warriors and other mythical creatures who tried to hold him back. Back in 1873, the Bollabolana copper smelter commenced operations. The old brick kiln is still standing amongst the ruins of the old smelter. And just standing amongst the rubble, it makes you think how tougher conditions would have been for these guys to work out in this most isolated of areas. Arkaroola holds a rich history. Originally inhabited by the indigenous, its unique geology drew attention from European settlers. In the 1850s, copper mining flourished, but now just left behind ruins and shaft is all that remains. In the late 1960s, geologist Red Sprigg and his wife Griselda developed Arkaroola as a tourism destination, showcasing its stunning landscapes. The area was eventually declared a wilderness sanctuary, preserving its ecological significance. Today, Arcarula is celebrated for its rugged beauty, scientific importance and cultural heritage, offering a glimpse into the layers of its past. Lively's Find is a historic gold mine located within the Arcarula Wilderness Sanctuary. It was one of the significant gold discoveries in the area during the late 1800s. Named after prospector William Lively, the mine contributed to the region's mining history. While it's not as widely known as some of the other gold mines, it remains part of the rich tapestry of Arkarula's past, showcasing the allure and challenges of mining in Australia's rugged outback. Now, I'm no expert by any means in Aboriginal art, but I'm pretty sure someone's been here with a tin of Dulux. With the sun setting, painting the sky in fiery hues, casting a breathtaking palette of gold, crimson and violet across this ancient landscape, it was time to head back to camp. This morning sees us heading south once more. Tonight's destination, New South Wales. The Warkaringa goldfields, located in South Australia's outback, boomed in the late 1800s during the gold rush era. Named after the local Indigenous word for good country, it attracted prospectors seeking fortune. The area yielded substantial gold deposits, leading to the establishment of a bustling town with hotels, shops and a post office. However, like many gold rushes, its peak was short-lived, and by the early 1900s the gold output declined, causing the town to dwindle. Today, Warkaringa stands as a historical reminder of the rapid rise and fall of a gold rush settlement. From here, we're going to pick up the Barrier Highway at Yunta and then start heading east towards Silverton. Yeah, mate, I'll just after that rise, I reckon I'll go. Arriving in Silverton, we weren't expecting peak hour traffic. So, Silverton has a colourful history. Originally a bustling silver mining town during the late 1800s, it housed a thriving community and supported nearby mines. The iconic Silverton Hotel, built in 1884, still stands as a testament to that era. As mining declined, the town's population dwindled, but its unique charm attracted artists and filmmakers. It's become a backdrop for many movies and commercials, including Mad Max 2. Today, Silverton retains its historic appeal, blending its mining heritage with vibrant artistic spirit, making it a unique destination in the outback. No trip to this area would be complete without cheese and bickies, watching the sun go down on the Mundi Plains. With the sun gone for another day, we head back into town, freshen up and wander down to the pub for dinner. Next morning, there was no sleeping in for us. This group of motorcyclists who'd camped beside us were up early and on their way north. We'd been told about an old silver mine just out of Silverton, which actually isn't on the tourist maps, so we thought we'll have a quick breakfast at the Silverton bakery and see if we could find it. Well, after a couple of missed tracks and false starts, we finally found the Umburumburka silver mine. So this mine was established in the late 1800s and played a pivotal role in the region's mining history. It produced significant quantities of silver, lead and zinc. The mine's operation fueled the growth of nearby Silverton and contributed to the local economy. However, like many mines of that era, its productivity waned, and by the mid-20th century it had ceased operations. Today, the remnants of Umburumburka serve as a tangible link to the mining heritage of the area, preserving a chapter of Australia's resource exploration past. We've arrived back in Broken Hill. Now, Broken Hill has a rich and diverse history. It was founded back in 1883 as a mining town due to its vast silver, lead and zinc deposits. It quickly became one of the world's largest and most productive mining centres. The Broken Hill Proprietary, or BHP as we know it, was established here and grew into a global mining giant. Today, Broken Hill's mining heritage is preserved in its museums and architecture, while the town continues to evolve as an outback hub with a unique cultural and artistic scene. Before, no great adventure ends with salad, but what it's going to end with is an awesome milkshake from Bell's Milk Bar, Australia's longest running milk bar in Broken Hill. So unfortunately this is the end of the trip, so if you've liked this trip, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button. We've had a ball making this trip, the Oodnadatta and beyond, so hopefully we won't be too far away from doing our next adventure. Glad you liked it. Well, as I've said before, no great adventure starts with stuff. Yeah, try again.